10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bologna Sandwich Show, where I am your host, Julia Bernstein. This is a show about all things bologna, and in case you haven't got caught up with it all, my mom and my dad served bologna sandwiches at their Jewish Pentecostal wedding, and I so badly want to be on television and famous, so I started a show called Bologna Sandwiches in lieu of my parents' marriage and then their divorce. So, welcome, yay! Yay! I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here.
This is so weird. This is.
Oh my God. Do you like it?
No, it's
Give
weird.
Doc, give me five.
This is.
Doc, what?
Here's a question.
Okay, yeah.
Jewish Pentecostal. What the hell is that? I've never even.
That's a bologna. It's a bologna sandwich.
I thought bologna was Italian. What is?
So my mom and my dad, Jewish and Pentecostal. My dad got saved in the 60s during the Jesus movement. He went to a Pentecostal church and he met my mom at this Pentecostal church, and they got married, and they were so poor and weird that they served bologna sandwiches as the meal at their wedding.
So they fake Jews.
Yeah, they're fake Jews.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to hear. Though.
Yeah,
okay,
fake,
all right, yeah.
Jewish.
Yeah, okay, well,
Yeah.
that's just incredible because I've never heard of nothing like that. I'm like, how are they holding on to Pentecost? They fake. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay.
Speaking in tongues, all of it. Speaking in tongues.
They really fake.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues is one of those things where I don't even understand that. So I'm like, what? You ever been to a church and they just started doing that?
Yeah,
no interpreter. You're like, who's whoa. This dude just started rattling off a language, and I'm like, ain't nobody here to y'all fake. It's fake.
But I'm remembering all this now. At the Pentecostal church, somebody speaks in tongues and there's supposed to be an interpreter. They're supposed to be. I forgot all about this.
Yes. When you hear that pastor and he's like, Asha, you're like, oh, where's the Asha interpreter? Bring him in. I don't believe in it. I'll be like, nah, you playing, nah. Because now you're playing with the word, because the word even tell you to do that. So
what does it mean if there's not an interpreter? What does it mean? Is it null and void, the message from God?
Yeah, 100%. Because it tells you. How you gonna not do what the Bible, the book, you're reading the book and then you don't do what the book says?
Right.
You're fake.
Yeah.
So fake. When you do that, you better have a dude right there that said, he just said, bologna sandwiches are good. Okay, amen. Something. You can't just be out there just.
This is the energy I needed on the show right here. Let's get down to it. I like that, Doc.
Let's get raw, real.
Raw bologna. So I've known Doc. I've known Doc Willis right here for 15 years, I think, because we did stand-up comedy back, and he still does stand-up comedy. I don't do comedy at all.
This is where failed comedians
This is where failed comedians go. Welcome, Doc. This is where failed comedians go. To Pasadena.
I'm glad you accept the truth. Keep going.
So anyways, I split from the flock of stand-up comedians, and I started to do my own thing. Success, Pasadena, public access, right here. But anywho, I just think it's fun and cute that we had like a little time at Marty's. Marty's was this comedy club, super ratchety on Sunset Boulevard. That smelled of urine and everything disgusting.
And that's inside. That ain't even outside.
That's
it's just
inside. What's like your favorite, fondest memory of being at Marty's?
I hate Marty's.
Nothing. This is just the camaraderie.
Yeah.
You know, I like the different ethnicities that used to go there, and the no holds bars type of. Nobody was there to judge everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if you were horrible, everybody just let you be horrible. You know, and that's pretty much most open mics. But there was no, like Marty's. You couldn't go to Marty's if you was too PC.
Oh.
You had to, you couldn't be up there. Let me tell y'all something. Marty's was a place where, hey man, they should have called the police on some of these comics. That's how bad, like you would be like, oh my God, but that's the beauty of what pure stand-up is.
Yeah.
To get down to the bottom, to work your way through the weeds so you can grow to be this flower, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like you ever heard of Tupac say the rose that bloomed through the concrete?
Oh, I like
That's
that.
what a lot of comics, they go through these horrible situations and they become these certain individuals, and whether you like it or not, you have to know what they had to sprout through to get there.
Don't touch my bologna.
Yeah, that's.
Don't touch my stuff.
That's your baby photo? What
Yeah,
is
this
that?
is my baby photo. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. This is my baby photo.
Yeah, beautiful. You were cute.
So cute when I was little. That's what happens when your parents are Jewish and Pentecostal. You look like that. But anyways, okay. But back to my really cool question that I just had.
Right.
Do you think that most most outsiders know what comics have to go through?
No, not at all. It's like I don't know what a doctor has to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like a doctor.
Yeah, pretty much. But I would you critique them and what they do, but you can't critique their job or what they do. It's like the only time you can critique them is if they're a bad doctor.
Yeah,
Because some doctors, they just about that cheddar. You'd be like, hold up, you ain't even check my pulse or nothing. You just say, pay $25 when you go out the door. You ain't do nothing.
Yeah, but aren't you just about the check? I mean, do you really care? You just want the money, right?
Everybody does everything to make a living.
Yeah,
we live in a system of money, so you got to get that money. And you got to try to make sure that whatever you do, that you do it as long as it's positive.
Yeah, OnlyFans is positive.
Yeah.
You know, only
yeah,
bologna.
It is.
Only bologna.
Fans.
only ooh. It doesn't work. I only have 3 followers and I don't do anything on there, so don't listen to that.
You had OnlyFans?
Yeah, why not? I'm really cute and pretty. Of course I'm gonna have an OnlyFans. My mother doesn't know this.
You really let yourself go then.
You know what? I made enough money to pay 1 car payment on OnlyFans. And I didn't do anything. I just took normal pictures of myself. Let's not talk about it. Why are we talking about this?
Because you're pouring out your heart to the world.
Don't make me tell everything I did.
And letting them know you get it in.
Yeah. No, listen. This is what you do when you're Pentecostal and Jewish. You find your way through the cracks in the ground.
You actually did an OnlyFans, or you bush? Oh, I cuss. Sorry.
You can cuss on here.
Oh, you can? Okay.
I mean, you're going to die later.
Oh, shit.
They're going to kill you.
Really?
Okay, so Doc, I did ask you to drive all the way out to Pasadena, which is on the other side of the world from where you are, I'm sure. I don't know where you live, Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. If you're
Studio City area over there.
Studio City, I thought maybe not Palisades. Don't say that. What's another Brentwood? Yeah. You're a Brentwood kind of guy, aren't you?
Oh, heck no. I used to live in Westwood.
Oh, Westwood.
I used to live in West LA.
That's the beach.
Santa Monica, yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to say I'm a beach dude, get
you
it.
Could be a beach guy.
A little bit, but not really. It's a little distance from everybody.
Oh, speaking of beaches, I have a gift for you.
What you got?
This is what you came all the way out here for. This is part 1 of my gift to you.
What the hell is this in it?
It's a VHS tape.
Yeah, but
it's for you. It's a gift for being on my show. Dude, what do you think?
Is she calling me old? Why would I want to do that?
You know what?
Is it because it's a classic? Is it worth some money? What is that?
It's just cute. You know what? When somebody gives you a gift, you take it.
Who is Barbara Hershey?
I don't know, but it's on the cover. And I have something else for you. God.
You're just giving me...
You're like a little kid at Christmas time, whining and complaining. Hey, OnlyFans.
Who wants this?
I have something for you.
If you would have gave me Next Friday or Miss Doubtfire, somebody who...
Doc.
Okay, because it got Bette Midler on here. That's what I'm supposed to be like. Oh, he's old enough with the gray hairs.
No, when I think of you, I think of a middle-aged white woman who's going through some trauma. And so I saw that and I thought, Doc, this is Doc. You're going to watch that and cry tonight, and don't tell me that you're not.
So this is basically your biography. That's what you just got.
Yes, basically my biography. Hey, I am a middle-aged white woman. Media.
No, you get it. No.
Yes.
Well, I should be Dr. Ruth right now.
Oh my God, you should.
Cross my legs, but they too little. But
what?
Okay.
I have something else for you.
So this is my gift.
That's your gift. Now, who else you gift it to, I don't need to know. What you do with that outside of the studio, I don't need to know.
Okay.
Okay? But I do have something else in lieu of OnlyFans and people needing money. I know how hard it is out here.
Yeah.
There's 1.5.
Okay.
And then this is for being on my show. This is gas money for driving out here.
Wow.
I take care of my people.
This ain't even a gallon, but we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go on ahead and take that. Gas is 10.09 out here.
Oh my God. Thank you for driving. Yeah.
So expensive, ain't it?
It is expensive.
All right, you're
And
welcome.
I'm not giving Spencer.
I'm not giving his money back in case
No,
you're
you
trying to
can-
do this for.
No, this
like,
is
I'm
just
keeping it.
photo op here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay, but I'm not giving money to my next guest. So
Oh.
you're the only one that gets it.
Oh, I feel
Okay. Yeah, you feel good?
obligated. I feel,
Okay.
you know, I feel special. What the fuck is that?
I was just resetting the room. Just resetting the energy and the value in the
So
room.
that's your sage? Is that what that is? You just that whistle is your sage. That's what you just did. You just reset the ambiance.
This is the equivalent of my sage.
This is.
I love that. Yeah. What do you think about my setup? Like, give me an honest opinion. What do you think about the doll? What do you think about the beautiful plants and the hand? And what do you think about all this?
Voodoo. This is all like I'm weirded out. I'm a little bit, you know how black people are when we magic, especially like weird Chucky shit like this. I don't like to come on here. I'm like, what is this? When I walk in, the stop sign, the beware, the weird hand. This is just weird. I didn't know you was this weird.
Well, see, to me, this is normal. I mean, this is what happens when you move to Pasadena and raise a middle-aged white woman. You start doing weird things. And yeah, I honestly, I think this is the coolest. This is my hand. I made this in an art class.
You made this.
I made this in an art class, and I brought it to functions with me, like a party, and then I did this one thing where I was selling these t-shirts that I made, and it just never fits. My hand has not found a home except for here at Pasadena Media. And so
I've never known that you was this weird.
I was hiding myself in stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy took my energy away, and it drained me, and it beat me to the ground. And then I had to rise up and leave stand-up comedy, and now I'm flourishing at the Pasadena Media Public Access Station.
Have you ever been somewhere and you didn't feel safe? That's me right now. I'm like, who are you? Like, this is.
Can you lock the door?
Hey, man.
Lock it. Do the second lock.
Hold on. We need to find out what's going on with you. What happened?
Have you ever seen Get Out?
Yeah.
Do you want to be hypnotized?
I'm good.
You know you're not leaving, right?
I don't even like the tone. You just put that in. I'm
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
But I want to tell you something, Doc. Honestly, I always felt like I've always been weird and silly, but I felt like stand-up comedy, I couldn't find my voice. And I know that people said I was good, like Jamar told me I was really funny, and Damon Wayans told me I was funny, whether they were lying or not.
Two black dudes?
Two black guys told me that I was really funny.
They wanted to fuck.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't? Okay, well.
But listen, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's some psychological thing that is keeping me from doing stand-up. I don't know what it is, but.
The love. You gotta,
Yeah.
Look where I am. I'm in Pasadena talking to you. Let me tell you something.
Thank you. Thank you.
But what I mean is, it takes more than you just liking it.
Yeah.
If you don't love this, and I think that's anything you do.
Yeah.
No, that's why I never you ever hear then what I hate when they try to compare jobs and say this person is more intelligent than this person, and it's like wait. Like you ever seen that where what was the white woman name on Fox News?
Oh,
With the blonde hair? Lauren, whatever her name, Laura Hill,
something.
whatever, not Laura Hill.
Lauren Hill?
No, yeah.
There's like a lot of them.
Whatever, Ingram.
Oh,
when she told LeBron, shut up and dribble, and it's like, what do you mean by that? I understand your job position and what you do, but that's work. But when you're speaking on rights of people, that ain't got nothing to do with what your work is, right?
I agree.
So, there's this weird thing where people are somehow mixing what intelligent is by what you do versus who you are.
Okay.
All right? You know what I mean by that?
Kind of.
No, I can say that shit kind of stupid even myself.
Okay.
I got lost. I was sitting there wait a minute now.
Yeah.
But what I mean is it's like
Okay, I was just helping you. I was just helping
you didn't sit there, you didn't reset we move on
because
to another topic? What was that?
No, you kind of got lost. So I was blowing the whistle to help your mind be free. Just be free, Doc.
Just be free.
Let go.
No, it's I just feel like you can't, if one person doesn't do one thing, doesn't make them more intelligent than the next person.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So by Laura Ingraham telling LeBron to shut up and dribble, obviously she was stupid.
She was,
for doing that.
it was a stupid thing because
Yeah.
it was as if she was saying because he played basketball, he's not allowed to just talk about the rights. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with jobs.
I agree.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's this weird thing where if something is wrong and you speak on it,
Yeah.
no matter who you are. If a homeless guy saw you getting beat up and he go, hey man, that ain't right, you getting beat up. You don't go, shut up. You live on the streets.
Yeah.
No, you go, you're right. You join up with them. You don't go. So that's the weird part where some people think they're more smarter than what they actually are.
Yes.
And like I said, it's about what you do that really dictates your intelligence, not your job.
Yeah, and I want to ask you something as a comedian.
Listening.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry.
The fuck was that?
What?
Were you talking to
I was
yourself? What are you-
talking. I was talking.
To you, like you, but you
I was
were.
practicing my question before I say it out loud. Is that a weird thing?
It is super weird.
Okay, now this is what I want to say. As a comedian, you look like a serial killer. You look like a serial killer.
I was talking to myself. You know what I said? Shut the fuck up. No, just what was that?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm improving here. This is a serious question, though, for my bologna sandwich show, or a serious statement. As a comedian, in which you are, there was a time, like 5-6 years ago, maybe, when comedians, they were like, everybody was going after them for saying, like, off the cuff, like bad stuff, like speaking their mind. And then I feel like maybe with Joe Rogan or like, I don't know, I don't want to say names, but I just feel like the atmosphere is different now where comedians can get away with stuff more than they were like 5 to 10 years ago because we were going through a weird transition where people are getting in trouble for saying stuff.
Did they go after Lenny Bruce when he was doing it?
Oh, yeah.
Did they go after Bill Cosby? I mean, not Bill Cosby, of course they went up. Anyway, I mean, did they go after George Carlin? Did they go after
Yeah.
Richard Pryor? So it's not,
Because
it
you're
ain't
saying
changed, it ain't changed. It's the
Okay.
same as it always been.
Yeah.
It's just that the awareness and the sensitivity of people is a lot more at a higher state.
Right.
Why is that?
Why is that? I want to ask you,
Because
why
the
is that?
goddamn internet, people.
Oh.
You're not connected. So what happens is most people are lost in their phone. They're not living their life. They're not experiencing pain. So they lack empathy and they lack connection. So anything that throws you off your fucking Facebook page, you don't know how to react. It's like people don't know. It's like, no, this is real life right here. You're so used to being caught up into digital media. Like yeah, you notice how the world is like
what part?
like I'm on Instagram. Okay.
Me too.
So I don't pay attention to the comments that much.
Okay.
And I give a little bit, but not too much. It's like that's enough.
Yeah.
Why? Because answer this. You ever notice that we have comedian people that we knew and they had psychological problems?
Yeah.
Right? We have some that off themselves, took themselves out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we know this. And those same people were on Instagram commenting on other people's pages and now they're no longer here. They had mental problems. So every time somebody comment, whether they say something positive or negative, I'm like, who are you? Are you one of them? And how do you know that? How do you know that the person that's commenting isn't schizophrenic? How do you know the person that's commenting isn't bipolar or going through some crazy? You don't know.
Yeah.
The same person that's saying I love you could be the same person at home with a picture of you in a shrine built with a heart around your head and hamster blood. Like they could be you thinking, they're so positive towards me. And they're like, I can't wait to get in this house and look. You're like, you know what I mean? It's a weird dynamic with that. So I stay away from that just because of that. It's like, no.
Okay.
That's why it's weird when they like, the voice of the people. And I'm like, where, on Twitter? It was like, whose voice you talking about?
Yeah.
The way the people are so unbalanced. That's me.
Yeah. So tell the audience, because I want to like brag about you a little bit. So I was starting to say when we did stand-up comedy 15 years ago, was that at Marty's? That was like, no, 10 years ago. 10
What is
to
this,
12.
2000?
This is
Just 2025, so it was before 2015.
Okay, so no,
about
in
2000.
2014, you and I worked at the Comedy Store together. I was a cocktail
There you
waitress and you
go.
were working
So it was
security.
before that. It was probably 2000. When did Marty start? Like 2012. He started 11, maybe 10.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't 2010. Yeah.
Okay,
Somewhere around
but the point of the story is, what is the point of my story? Oh yeah, tell people about what
I
you're
forgot
doing.
you worked at the Comedy Store.
I know, I did for a very short amount of
Oh,
time.
yeah,
I didn't make
that's right.
any money. I was a very broke waitress.
Yeah.
So anyways, maybe I wasn't doing a good job. I don't know. Okay, so from that time to where we are now, do like a little brief history about where you've gone with comedy, what you've done, and where you're at now, and what you're doing now. I sound so professional.
Trying to make it happen a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because I started off open mics.
Yeah.
got hired at the Comedy Store. Featured for different people. First, well, got to the point, because at the Comedy Store, the employee section, then we could do our little set, build our material, build who we are as a stand-up. And then you go out on the road with other people. Some people excel way faster than others.
Yeah.
Even me, myself, look at me. I'm not the hot guy in stand-up right now. So we know that. And then I did that. Then I said, okay. They was like, you need an agent, you need managers and all this. I said, okay. So I got the agents and all this. And then I started doing background work for Steve Byrne. Then I did it for Chris D'Elia's show, right? What was it called?
His sitcom?
Yeah, his sitcom.
Oh, yeah.
I'm forgetting the name of
He
his
did it with 3 other guys.
from Brent Moore.
Yeah.
Ron
Brent Moore.
Funches and
Undateable.
Undateable, there you go. I'm forgetting, you better than me. Yeah. So I was doing that. Matter of fact, these Jordans I got on, Chris bought me these.
You did?
Chris D'Elia, he bought me these like 10 years ago.
I love Chris D'Elia. He's funny. I love his comedy.
Yeah, he got a
Those are cool shoes.
Yeah. So anyway, I did that. And then I got the cartoon with Tyler, the Creator, doing voiceover work with that.
Yeah.
And that was through Gerard Carmichael, because he used to come around, remember? Yeah. And he brought Tyler there. And then Tyler saw me and Earl Skakel, because Earl Skakel was on there. He was like, hey, why don't you be on the cartoons? I was like, okay, we did the cartoon. Then Jeff Garland from Curb Your Enthusiasm and Goldbergs, he was like, hey, you want to be on my movie on Netflix? So I was like, okay, cool. So I did the Netflix movie. Dude. And then later on, Bobby Lee and them came to me, hey, you want to be on the podcast, Bad Friends? I said, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then me and Bobby, we had our little problems. So some internal stuff between me and him. But we cool now. But I left. And then so now I'm did a few little voiceover characters for Kevin Hart's new cartoon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so that's a little Kev.
Yeah.
And then I got some other things, but I never talk about it until it come out, because they always say, and then it don't come out and they shelf stuff. So I said, let me wait and see. So, but stand-up wise, I'm just that's the most important thing.
Is stand-up for you?
Yeah. I think stand-up is, because it's the only thing where nobody's, like, you have to come here, and this is what sitcom is too. Yeah, deal with all these cameras and all these people, so there's a lot of, with stand-up, it's just you and getting booked.
Yep.
And once you hit that stride as a stand-up where people really enjoy what you do as a stand-up, it's over.
I feel like you have a lot going for you, though, because you're a good actor.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a good actor. You're good at stand-up. You write your own material.
Tear there.
Yeah, and you've been in the game. So keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
What's your end goal? Do you want to just do stand-up comedy and like do big?
That's all I care about. That's the thing that's eluded me for the longest.
Yeah.
And because I've done everything everybody else say, well, how'd you go and audition?
You don't like
I've been through so many. Acting is just one of those things. The only reason I came to Hollywood is because I thought that's what you had to do just to be a stand-up.
Is act.
Yeah, no, meaning you have to have this to become a star comedian and make money. Because I had not known anybody who make good money except the people you see on TV. That's big time. So I was like, let me go to Hollywood. But then I learned about New York, and I'm like, are you kidding me? New York just got, and then once you start working at the Comedy Store, I'm like, who's it? Wait a minute. Missy Shore didn't pass Louis C.K. when he came and auditioned.
Dude, so
yeah.
How much politics do you, and not to like throw people under the bus, and I don't want you to say anything you don't mean to, but tell me everything. How much do you think politics plays into like where people are at in their career with stand-up comedy?
As far as, what do you mean?
Like people not getting passed at, well,
it means nothing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it means nothing. And the reason I tell you that is because then you have to ask yourself, how did Cat Williams make it? He wasn't in none of the clubs, East or West Side.
He didn't? He didn't go to any of the clubs?
Nope.
How did he make it?
He had a room over at the Hollywood Casino. And he would go over there, you go over there, and he had that, and he would just work out his jokes in this show that he was doing over there. Then he had another room at the lake, and he did in is that Downey? I forget where the lake is, but
he's funny though too. That's the thing, isn't it?
Well, yes. But my whole point is Missy didn't pass Louis, and look where Louis is.
Yeah.
Cat wasn't in none of the clubs, so there's this thing of where people say, you need people to help you, and it's like, no, all you need is you. So the problem is time. With every single thing, it's just time. What is your time? Like this show can just take off just because of time.
Like the timing.
Yeah, the timing. It's like something just happens and people look up and they go, this Julia, she's weird, but I like her. You know what I mean? Like you just sit back like, hey, she kind of, you know, even the hood dude might watch this and be like, she's fine to me. A little weird.
But they like it.
But I like the show. You see, so you just, and the reason I use those different scenarios, especially the hood scenario, because people who don't know that there's a true intelligence in the hood that's ignored because of their condition.
Ooh, that's good.
So what I do is, that's why I was one of the ones who, when Jamar Neighbors was coming, you mentioned him earlier, when he would come to the Comedy Store, when I was doing a list, I would put him on a list. Because even though he was who he was, hey man, he got it, he's funny. Now he got to figure it out because he's, you know, him. That dude will cross the line. You'd be like, bring it back. But he's not afraid to bomb, and that's the key ingredient to being a stand-up. So at that point, it's just how you develop from there.
Yes.
So you have, if you give people these chances to just at least show and take your personal, what you think about them out the way, you know how much talent you pass up on? Missy passed up on great talent, and Louis still made it.
Yeah, there's still a way to do it. Like if one way isn't working, especially now and today, you can do social media. You can do so many ways to get your voice out there. You could do a public access show.
You just have to have that. It's just time. You can be good at it. You can be great at it. But if, like I said, the stars don't line up.
Yeah, the stars have to line up. That's why you have to pray and speak in tongues so that the stars line up for you. And that's what I do every day. I wake up and I speak in tongues so the stars align for me.
So now, here, that's a good question.
Yeah, what?
If you speak in tongues by yourself, are you fake?
Oh!
Because now you got God. He may understand you and he may not.
That's true.
That's what the question is. Are you really speaking a language and only God can understand? That's a good
If a tree falls in the forest.
Now you can't. If you're doing it by yourself, you're good. You don't need an interpreter there. What did I just say?
I hate to break it to you, but we're at the 1 minute mark.
Oh.
And so I like to just.
I was a little bored too. I'm glad
you know what? Don't even tell me. Don't even start. You were thinking about your drive home, weren't you? You were thinking about your drive home. Give me 5, Doc.
Thanks for sharing fun with me on my Bologna Sandwich Show.
I just do like food and nice little. Yes, good job, everybody. Good job. It's great. It was great.